I'm Mr. James at Charm City Karate. This is Kenpo On Dummies for Purple Belt. Strikes. Strikes basically means stuff they couldn't put anywhere else, so you're going to hit with body parts. Alright? First one is the upward elbow. I personally love elbows. Elbows are like your second most powerful thing to hit with. Alright, maybe third. But I'm not going to hit anybody with my head, so I take that one out. Alright, so upward elbow. What you want to do is you're going to make a fist. You're going to put the palm side next to your head, almost like you're checking out how beautiful you are. You're running your hand through your head. What that's going to do is it's going to make sure that the blade of your forearm is indexed properly for this strike. If your palm is facing like your shoulder, then you're indexing the meat. It's no good. Right? When you say elbow in martial arts strikes, I think I've talked about this before, but we're going to go over it again because it's important. We don't mean the point of your elbow. That would be a bad thing to hit with. The tip of your elbow is actually fragile. All right? It's strong, but it's fragile. So you actually want to hit like the last 2 or 3 inches. All right? Like that part, not this part. All right? Hit with this. Elbows are really powerful. That means that while you can crush somebody with it and knock out really large opponents, you can also damage it if you hit with a small, fragile part. Don't do that. Right? So, you will also get more power if you use torque, hip action, right, and unleash backside strikes. Okay, so if you're in a right neutral, throwing it off the back side, the left, is going to give you more power than throwing it off the right. All right? But throwing an elbow is throwing an elbow, so it's a win anyway. All right? I'll show you both sides. So from here, you're going to pivot, bring this straight up. Ideal target for an upward elbow is the underside of Bob's chin, just like that. You want to pivot, forward bow, bang. All right? Just like that. Pivot, bring that up. Same thing on this side, up, bring this up. If it's got to be off the front side, that's okay. You can also change angles with this. You could be next to him this way and bring it up. Wait, I think there's some techniques like that. Never mind. You see those at a higher belt level. Right? You could contour this underneath this way too. That's definitely later on. If you were to the side, you could totally throw an upward elbow into the ribs. You hit him from here, you're probably going to crack one. It's a pretty nice shot. You could throw it from the front, catch him in the solar plexus. If you changed your height, all kinds of cool strikes with it, all right? Or targets. So, just like that. Okay? Comes up like that. It's a great strike. Make sure you keep your arm compact, all right? All right. Now, front horizontal elbow. Scratch that. Front horizontal forearm. When you hit with your forearm, again, you want to hit with bone. You don't want to hit somebody with meat. Meat, muscle, is like padding. All right? So if you hit with up here on your forearm, that's meat. That's going to be good for Bob, bad for you. You don't want to do that. You want bad for Bob, good for you. So you want to hit down here on your forearm. Okay? So your front horizontal forearm is going to hit this way. Now, if I hit him across the stomach up here, he can tense up. He can take a pretty good shot. If I'm going to hit him full front body here, I want to hit him across the bladder. He can't tense up any muscles across his bladder effectively. Win. Plus there's a big nerve across there. Okay? I might like to hit him across the liver. That's pretty good. Or up into the floating ribs. That's pretty nice. Any of those will work. I catch him from the side into the floating ribs. If I can get him to bend over or something, I can catch him in the neck. All those work pretty nice. Okay? Again, turn your hips when you hit them. All right? Don't just try to hit him with your arm. Now you got a back horizontal forearm. The beauty to this one is you have this entire blade. As long as you keep your arm, the palm of your hand pointed at the ground, and the hammer fist pointed at him, you've got the entire blade indexed towards him, and you can hit him with this whole thing. Again, I wouldn't try to hit him across the stomach because he can tense that up, take a pretty good shot, but same targets, bladder, ribs. Any of those are pretty good. All right, inner diagonal, inner wrist. You're going to get this one in sleeper. That means inner wrist, that's this big bone here. Inward diagonal, that's this angle. Your ideal target for this, especially when you're doing sleeper, is the sides of his neck. You got that big blood vessel flowing through there. His carotid or his jugular, depending on what side you're hitting. You got the big vagus nerve. So you want to take this, slam it up into that side of the neck there. Okay? That's going to give you at least a stun, probably a knockout. Pretty nice. Of course, you're going to be chasing him if you're trying to do sleeper and you pop there and he passes out. But who cares? Right? Same thing on this side. Throw that into him. It's not a ridge hand. Ridge hand hits up here. This is going to hit the bone into that target. Okay? You also have an inward horizontal heel palm claw. It's going to hit with this. It comes in this way. Think fitting weapon. You're going to take this edge, ideally plant it right in here, okay, into this mastoid groove. Wham! Okay? You could plant it up further, but you've got a chance of glance. Pop it back here. It's going to fit right in. If you just want the claw, you can bring it up further, claw through. This strike is really nice, though. You can hit ribs. You hit all kinds of good targets. It's a good one for the head. You don't have to worry about breaking this like you do a punch. Underhand heel palm. Okay, underhand heel palm comes this way. You got this in finger set. Any of you guys that have had to rely on the 5-on-2 to get yourselves out of a fight know how to throw this. Comes up, palm strike to the groin, grab if you have to. Same thing on this side. Keep your elbow bent, throw that in. Okay? And an outward back knuckle. Your normal back knuckle comes from here. Your outward back knuckle is going to happen outside your center line this way. All right? So instead of him being in front of you when you throw, he's going to be off to the side more. Okay? Or he could even be, oh my God! Makes sense? Outward back knuckle. Think outward block, outward back knuckle. All right? I'm Mr. James at Charm City Karate. This has been Kenpo on Dummies. Strikes for purple belt. Keep practicing. Let me know if you need anything, and have a great day.